Keller by Pan Ferguson, illustrated by Rebecca Cohen. My name is Helen Keller. I cannot hear or see. I'm deaf. I use my hands to communicate. I am blind. I use my hands to see. But I wasn't always like this. When I was born on June 27, 1880, I could hear and see. I became very sick when I was just a baby. I lost hearing and my sight. From that day on, I could neither hear or see. I grew up. I could not tell my mother and my father what I wanted. This made me angry and frustrated. I would kick and scream and cry. I need to learn a better way to tell others what I wanted and I needed. When I was 6 years old, Alexander Graham Bell, the famous inventor of the telephone, helped my parents find a teacher for me. Mr. Bell wanted to help deaf children. My teacher's name was Annie Sullivan. She came to live with us. Her first task was to teach me manners. Annie taught me the sign language alphabet. Sign language is a way to communicate using fingers and hands. Annie believed that if I knew the letters, I would be able to learn words. One day, Annie put her hands in mine and signed the letter for doll. D-O-L-L. Then she gave me a doll to hold. I used my hand to feed the doll, but I did not connect it to the letters D-O-L-L. Annie tried again while we were at the water pump. She took one of my hands and placed it under the water. She spelled W-A-T-E-R, water, in my other hand. I felt the water and suddenly understood. W-A-T-E-R meant water. Now that I understood that letters work together to make words, I could learn to read. I used my fingers to fill raised dots on a page. The dots called bridle stood for letters. This made it possible for me to read without my eyes. Even though I had to learn better ways to communicate, I was not satisfied. I wanted to communicate using my voice. Annie introduced me to Sarah Fuller, the principal at school for the deaf in Boston, Massachusetts. Sarah let me touch her nose, throat, and mouth. I felt the vibrations when she spoke. I learned to imitate the vibration in my own nose, throat, mouth to say words. I'll never forget my first spoken sentence. It is warm. I grew up and went to college. I was the first deaf and blind person to graduate from college. The day I learned what W-A-T-E-R means was the first day I felt hope and joy for the first time. I wanted to help others like me find hope and joy. I spent the rest of my life helping deaf and blind. In 1964, President Lyndon Johnson awarded me for the Presidential Medal of Freedom for my work.